My mentality of Africa was grandma's house. You know, not let's. It was boring. It was like waking up, you know, sweeping the compound and stuff like that. That was I'll tell you the truth. That was my what's it called? My memory of Ghana.
What's happening, people? It's your boy Hunk, and you're tuned into the Afrocentric show with DJ Invisible here on Rainbow Radio. Make sure you keep it locked.
Mr. Hamke, what you say, brother?
Charlie, I'm here.
Mala Hamke, you know, what's poppin', though? You're right, yeah?
Bruv, all is good. Thank you.
Nice.
Thank you for having me today on today's show.
Yeah, it's so good, man. You know, we have to represent, man. You get me? Everything about Ghana, we have to bring on board. Okay, Mr. Hamke, like I said to you earlier on, you're someone that do events and you host Ghana Escape in Ghana, which is a big project. Yeah. So, you know, who is Hamke?
All right, I'm a UK-based entrepreneur and presenter. Yeah, right. So doing events and hosting a range of events in the UK as well as Ghana. Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's what you do. So, let's get to know a bit more about you. Okay. What's your real name?
Jeffrey Kweku Boateng.
See. Jeffrey Kweku Boateng. Yeah. Boateng. Are you from Kumasi, Accra?
Yeah, my dad's from Kumasi. My mum's from a town called Agunasweju. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Agunasweju.
Yeah. Kumasi. It's about an hour and a half away from Accra, and obviously Kumasi is all on the other side of Ghana.
Beautiful. So did you study in Ghana? Were you born here?
No, I've never lived in Ghana. I was born.
You never lived in Ghana?
Never lived in Ghana. Raised here, born in Peckham. Lived in South London all my life, and where do I start? I went to Ghana first in 1994, so I was about 7 years old when I went first in 1994, and then I went back in 1999. I spent literally the whole summer there, about 6 weeks there. But my only recollection of when I went there when I was younger was grandma's house. I never stayed in Accra. It was always either in my mum's hometown, Asweju, or in Kumasi. I never ever stayed in Accra.
Never stayed in Accra?
Never stayed in Accra.
Okay.
Yeah. And then as time went on, I never went back again. So like 1999, I was about 11 years old. That was the last time I went until I started doing Ghana Escapes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That was the last time you went until you started?
Yeah. So Ghana Escapes started in 2013.
Okay.
So that was when I started going back. So that was about 14 years since I was last there. So then I decided to go there and started carrying out the research in 2013.
Jeez. That's a big move, man. Yeah. I mean, talking about Ghana like this, I mean, I can see your passion about Ghana, but you haven't been there quite a lot, which is very good. Yeah. But at the same time, you're doing great stuff in there. Yeah. I mean, you know,
although I didn't go there, you know, I was always, if you want to say, waving the Ghana flag here. Yeah. So I was, you know, 100%. Yeah, I was still doing events. Like one of the first African events I've done here was Ghana meets Nigeria in 2006, 2005 or 2006.
Ghana meets Nigeria.
Yeah, it was Ghana meets Nigeria. So it was basically just a night that we put in the city. First venue that we used was the Yacht Club, which was the boat in Riverside Embankment. So I was always waving the Ghana flag here, although I wasn't going back. You know, when you've got parents, you've got friends that are from Ghana, you're embedded in the culture. So we were still doing events, you know, promoting Afro beats, promoting Ghana, promoting High Life, promoting Africa in general.
Right, big things, Mala Hamke. I like that. You got also a lot of idea of events, which is great as well. And also, like you said, you're putting Ghana in a map here, you know, and everywhere. To be honest, like I can say that because now you're in Ghana. Yeah. Next year you'll be in Nigeria. Who knows? God willing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's a big thing. All right, do you know what? Now we get to know a bit about you. We're going to talk more. So before that, I want to play a few tunes. Yeah, and we'll come back to you. This is Hamke right here, Rainbow Radio on the Afrocentric show. So I'm going to play a tune from Wizkid. He says, final. Let's do this. What are some of the events that you do, babe, really like?
So a bit of background on my events experience. So I started doing club nights when I was in college. That was like 2004, 2005. Right. Just club nights for students, etc. And then I went to university in Wolverhampton. Club nights became quite boring for me. You know, when you do something for so long, it becomes quite boring. And because I was doing it for so long, I also wanted to start something whereby I can invite all ages. Wanted my mum and dad to come and see what I actually do. So I started doing comedy shows.
Okay.
Comedy shows is open for all ages, whether 12 years old or 60 years old.
Right.
I think everyone likes to go out and have a laugh. So I started doing comedy show up in the Midlands, and then I came back to London. I kept on doing the comedy shows, things such as Africa Live, which you've done before, Viz.
Yeah, of course.
The Africa Live showcases, stand-up comedy shows. And then I wanted to challenge myself a bit more, which then, I started doing theatre productions. So started writing plays, started getting cast together, doing auditions, etc.
Yeah.
So I started doing theatre plays, which took me to do Adam and Eve, which is the first biblical love story in the Bible.
Okay.
I started doing things like that. And then again, I wanted to challenge myself a bit more, which then took me to doing the excursions, Ghana Escapes, Afrobeat Weekender, which we do in Butlins Holiday Resort, which takes people, like I said, for more than 3 nights away and let them experience the culture. So everything I've really done is always kind of carried Africa on its back one way in shape or form.
Okay. Tell me, how do you come up with such amazing events that you do, man?
I think it's more, I get bored easily.
Okay.
Yeah, I get bored easily, and I think I watch a lot of I don't watch a lot of TV, but I do watch quite a few DVDs, or I used to watch quite a lot of DVDs, and I look at a lot of things that Americans do. I look at African culture, trying to merge things together, and I like taking risks.
Right.
So I can think about something which might not make sense to anyone, but I just want to try it out just to see how it's executed and how it'll be accepted out there.
Okay, that's beautiful, man. I mean, I've been to some of your events, and it's crazy. I mean, the idea of this one that you're talking about, that I said that I played at
Africa Live.
Africa Live. Yeah. That was a beautiful thing that you did, man. And also the venue where you get all these things, and where you put Africa too. It's amazing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, especially me to getting involved, I feel proud.
Yeah, I mean, Biz, you've been with us for years. I mean, like I said, where did we first meet, Biz? Was it ministry?
No, it wasn't ministry.
Where was it? A Ghana Independence?
It was a Ghana Independence, but
I can't remember what year.
I can't remember. I don't remember which one.
Yeah, I can't remember
so
what
many
year.
Of them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But we've been working together for years.
Yes, of course, I know. And then like I said to you, it's a very good achievement that things that you're doing,
Thank you.
Also putting Ghana out there.
Yeah,
fantastic. Because I remember when I first DJing, when I was DJing, and also the first time I played hip life in the city.
Yeah,
London.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was given 10 minutes slot set to play to DJ. Yeah. And I was playing hip life just for 10 minutes. So I remember that time. Yeah, and I see you do your thing like that. It's like, wow, you know what I mean? So it's something that we the youngsters, we're trying to pave way for our generation to carry it.
Yeah, we've got a new generation. That's what I always keep on saying. We've got a new generation, and the way we do things is a little bit different to how,
they used to do back in the days. You know what I'm saying?
In a sense where, like, in terms of talent out there, it's changed. Like, before it was just music. Now it's music, it's comedy, it's dance. There's so much now. It's changed to another level. You've got so many people in the African scene that are so talented, even down to poetry. Yeah. Do you understand? There's all rays of talent. So sometimes I just want to fuse it, put it on a stage so I can just put it out there.
Beautiful. And this is one thing I want to see, like you doing as well, like Ghanaian comedies, or African comedies. I mean, like you did African Live, or something like that. So we want to see more things like that. Because
I mean, Ghana comedy, I've watched a few Ghanaian comedians. I've seen a few of the Nigerian comedians come, but I always say, you execute, like we were just talking when we were off air, you were talking about something with me, but you were saying you're not going to do it until the time is right. And that's the same thing with me. Like, I see things sometimes, it's like, for example, the Afrobeat Weekender. Me and, who was it? Selection Maestro. Yeah. We was talking about it for years, and it took us
Afrobeat Weekender.
Yeah.
Wow. How can I forget that?
Listen, it took us 4 years. It took us 4 years to get a yes.
To get a yes.
You understand? We done the first one in 2014.
Yeah, the first one. Yeah,
but we was trying since 2010.
Wow.
So it took us 4 years. So I always say, when the time is right, it will be done.
So it's like you're a sort of person. Is a long term.
Yeah,
thing that you do.
Yeah, it's not short term.
You plan for years.
100%.
Wow,
100%.
That's what I want to see.
Yeah,
I want to see more young, guys like you doing things like that, which is fantastic. Because like you doing, and what you're saying about Afrobeat Weekender. Yeah, it took you so many years to plan. And then when you did it, it was crazy. It was something that we never experienced.
I wouldn't even say it was the planning that took so long. I would say it was the actual green light from the resort. because the first communication with them was like, no, this type of weekend or this type, because it was called Afrobeat Weekender, so it's predominantly Afrobeats. They know what kind of crowd is coming.
That's right.
So they said Afrobeats hasn't got much weight and they won't be looking to take on such an event. So it's only when we started getting into the charts with some of our music,
that's right,
you know, coming on the legal radio station, joining some of the festivals, that's when they saw, okay, right, some of these songs we actually know. So that's when we then got the green light and we was able to execute the first one.
Wow. What a brilliant things, man. I mean,
exactly.
It's an achievement as well.
Thank
Great.
you.
I was there and I witnessed it. Oh my days. Yeah. What a day. Afro Weekender, come on, man. Crazy. I don't want to talk about it. You know what I mean, man. You know what I mean.
We'll keep it there as a memory, Chris. We'll keep it there as a memory.
Exactly. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna play a tune, and we'll come back to you and talk about Ghana Escape.
Cool.
The big one. You know. So I'm gonna play a tune from Pato Rankin featuring Sarkodie. He says, "No kissing, baby." Let's go. Let's talk about Ghana Escape right now.
Okay.
What is Ghana Escape?
Okay, Ghana Escapes. It's a 10-day package holiday. So it includes literally everything. So a lot of people, until I actually see them when I'm out and about flying and talking to people and doing seminars and things like that, they always think is a raving, party and turn up, get drunk kind of holiday, whereby it's far from that. It's showing you Ghana at its best time, which is Christmas time. So we look at, so for example, your daytime, we go to some of the tourist places such as Kwame Nkrumah Museum, Catcomb Park Forest, Elmina Castle, Abri Botanical Gardens. So a lot of the history about Ghana, we go and visit and find out about our ancestors, etc. Evening times, it could be a range of activities, club nights, pool parties, dinner parties, comedy shows. We went to a comedy show last year, musical concert, Afrobeat musical concert, and things like that.
So is it something you organize first before they go there to participate?
So it's a packaged holiday. So it's almost like, because let's face it, you can't go to, say, a high-end, a street agency, travel agency like Thomas Cook and pick up a brochure and see Ghana in there.
Exactly, yeah.
And a lot of people want to go to Ghana or want to go to Africa, I should say, but they don't know where to start. They don't know, the most they will know how to do is probably book their flight, where they wouldn't know the best places to stay. They wouldn't know where to visit. And, in terms of travel wise, they don't know how to, get travel because it's not easy accessible. So with Ghana Escapes, everything is literally done for you. All you need to worry about is bringing spending money. So we, do the flights. So we've got our contracts with British Airways. Okay. We sort out the flights. We make it very easy. We put you on a payment scheme so you can pay throughout the course of the year. So you can book in, say, March, and you have up until, say, the end of the year to finish paying off for by. And it includes your flights, your hotel, your 10-night stay in hotel. So as soon as you land, you get a coach that picks you up from Kutuka International Airport, takes you through to your hotel. The coach always comes outside to pick you up. So you're not, walking around trying to get a taxi or trying to get a lift to somewhere. Your itinerary is there, day-to-day itinerary, your timing schedule, everything is literally set out for you throughout the course of the day.
Beautiful. Okay, so is it something that you sat down, you said, okay, you know what, let me plan this thing, or how did you come about with this?
It was because during, say, 2007 to 2011, I was heavily involved in Europe. So places like Ayia, Malia, Ibiza, Zante. That's where I was spending a lot of my summers, weeks and weeks out there, DJing, hosting out there. Okay. And when I graduated in 2011, your uncles and aunties, they join social networks, so they then know what you actually do, in your spare time. So my uncle added me on Facebook, and he kept on inboxing me saying that I should come to Ghana. I should do events in Ghana. But like I said before, my mentality of Africa was grandma's house. It was boring. It was like waking up, sweeping the compound and stuff like that. That was my what's it called? My memory of Ghana. So I was thinking, what am I going to come to Ghana to? I'm not going to bring my friends to Ghana for us just to sit, in grandma's house, in the compound, and do what?
She's to give you fufu every day.
And play Ludo. So then I thought he kept on messaging me, and I was like, so when Afrobeat started to rise, we booked I done a show in Catford Broadway, and I booked Sarkodie to come, and he came down, and he done the show for me. So I thought to myself, wow.
What was that? Say that again?
In 2012, we brought Sarkodie here.
Okay, yeah.
And he got involved in a comedy show that I'd done in 2012 in Catford Broadway Theatre.
Right.
So after that, I thought to myself, I want to do something in Ghana. You've got talent such as Sarkodie coming out of Ghana. You start seeing pictures, with social network on the rise, you start seeing day-to-day life in Accra, the nightlife, everything like that. So I thought, okay, right, I need to put myself out there. I need to go out there. So I went out there, done a bit of research, got in contact with Accra UK.
Yeah.
And they're like,
shout out to Dennis, man.
Big up Radical D.
Radical D all the way.
Yeah, you know him. He's like one of them. He does a lot of Ghana events, etc. So I got in contact with him. I told him the idea when I'm looking to do it. He's like, he's always wanted to do something like that as well. So I wanted to infuse a lot of the things that I was doing in Ayanapa, Malia, but infuse it into Ghana in terms of the entertainment side, but as well as the history side. Because although we're from Ghana, let's face it, a lot of us don't know a lot about our ancestors. So it was almost a learning curve for me whilst I was actually executing it. So I went out there for about 12 days, carried out a full research, visiting places from hotels, some of the resort, just seeing how it was. Because I needed to be confident that I can bring people out there. I needed to be confident with Ghana in order for me to bring people out there.
Exactly.
So then I went out there, done the whole research, and I thought to myself, it's time for me to do it. So then I literally got in contact with all the relevant people, designers, flyers, radio stations, and then it was like, all guns blazing from there. And that's when we started pushing it out there.
Wow.
We're now coming to our 4th year, fortunately enough.
The 4th year of that. So this is the fourth time.
This December is going to be our 4th one.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Beautiful, man. I like it. I mean, I've been to one 2 years ago.
You was on the second one.
I was on the second one.
You was on the second, and the club, I can always remember the club we talk about all the time was Firefly. 2014 was a Firefly. Every year has got the club in it.
Exactly. So
the first
if you
year,
Ghana
the first year I'd say was probably Bella Roma. First year.
Okay.
Second year was Firefly. Last year was Plot 7. So who knows what's going to pop up new.
I see. Okay. Do you know what? Tell us more about the places that you guys will be visiting. I mean, when you go there, or the events that take part in Ghana.
So the ones that I've mentioned before, in terms of the daytime things, is more the history behind. I've got a tourist guide in Ghana called Mensa, and he sorts out everything for us in terms of what we're going to do tour wise. So he puts out the research. Like, for example, he's the one that said we should do botanical gardens last year, so we've done kind of botanical gardens. Catcombe Park Forest. We're going to do the Cape Coast. We're going to do a day Cape Coast tour. We're going to go to Takoradi.
This year.
Yeah, this year we're going to go to Takoradi. We're in talks about possibly going to Yasanto and Kumasi.
You're going to go to Takoradi.
Yes.
For where is it?
Mensa is the one that puts it all together. So once he kind of does the research, now that he's on the Ghana Skates team, he does the research, and then he will tell us these are the places that he thinks that we should take all our tours.
So he will tell you the places first, and then you know where.
So we decide.
When you go there.
So we pick a certain amount out of all the ones that he presents to us, and then we pick it and then go from there.
Right. So you were talking about places where you guys will be going.
Yes. So those are the type of places that we'll be going. So we'll have about 4 to 5 daytime tourist activities.
Would you be going Kumasi?
Possibly. So we're in talks about that. Kumasi, I'll tell you now, Viz, I'll let you know that Ghana Skates is probably one of the most complex projects, because you're talking about people, you're talking about taking them places. Kumasi will make sense to take plane, but we just have to think about the logistics around it, because we're taking them from Accra to Kumasi and then back, or possibly booking accommodation for a night in Kumasi and then coming back the following day. So we're just seeing if the logistics make sense and is feasible for us, and then we will be doing it. So we're in talks about possibly doing Kumasi, because Kumasi alone, like I said, it's got a lot of history.
Too much.
A lot of history.
It's
got a lot of history.
Me and you know.
That's almost like Kumasi is almost like another place in Africa.
Yeah,
you won't.
You're right.
I call it a country of its own.
Is it something that you're planning to do in the future? That you know what? When we go to Ghana Escape is all about Kumasi, or it's all about Takoradi. Just pick up a city and say, you know what, we're going there, because there's so many cities that have got so much history there, and like you're saying, that people will want to know all these things, especially Ghanaians that are born here. Which I know so many of them that really want to know all these things.
I mean, put it as this: Ghana Escapes, by the time we hit 5 years, which is next year, God willing, the plans, the whole plan or the vision for the project is to expand, and we are going to expand whereby we're not just doing Christmas time. Because Christmas time is not the easiest time for people to get annual leave from work,
which is true.
So we've looked at Easter and end of summer. So we're possibly going to be maximizing it and doing it 3 times a year, 2 to 3 times a year. So for example, Christmas time will be based in Accra, because those are where a lot of our vendors are based.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
We might then look at Easter time. If we just select Easter or end of summer, that will be based in Kumasi, where we're doing it back to front, where we're coming to Accra, but going to be based in Kumasi. So that's how we're going to be looking to do it. So we're not just trying to put Accra down people's throat, because Ghana is more than just Accra.
Yeah, of course. All right, tell us more about the accommodations. How is it like?
Accommodations. So it's a 4-star hotel. It's based in East Legon, called the Men's Vic Hotel.
Men's Vic Hotel.
Yeah, it's a very nice hotel. We've become literally friends with them over the course of the years. They offer some of the best service. You know, you've got all you can eat buffet, breakfast buffets in the morning. They do 24-hour room service.
Okay.
You know, you don't do no ironing. They iron your clothes for you.
Oh,
so,
really?
Yeah, it's an actual holiday. So it's not a bed and breakfast whereby you're having to bring your travel iron and then Dumso comes and then and then Dumso comes and then all lights are off and you're coming out in creased clothes. It's nothing like that. It's a proper accommodation. It's a very nice accommodation. It's got in and outdoor bar, in and outdoor restaurant, swimming pool facilities, air conditioning in the rooms, room service. It's got, in terms of the services, it's second to none. Yeah.
Right. Okay, I'll ask you this quickly, yeah? When you have about 25 or let's say 30 people that are with you, that you take them to Ghana, and then you step out the hotel and then there's a Dumso subway around the corner, what's their reaction?
I say welcome to Ghana. I say Akwaba. I'll be honest, because that's happened before. I remember our first year where we had quite a few Caribbeans and they've never experienced something like that before.
Yeah.
So they thought like, I don't know, it was a robbery or something. They didn't know what was going on. And I told them not to panic. It was literally, that's what Ghana is like. And I think that's what makes Ghana Ghana.
Yeah,
we spoke about Dumso for so long and so many people are trying to fix it. But I say leave it. I said, listen, Ghana, that's what we enjoy. It happened a couple of weeks ago, a couple of months ago in the airport. Yeah. I think that was the biggest mess up. Where Dumso happened in the airport. In the airport. But that's what makes part of the experience Ghana. I always say when you go to Ghana, you need to experience going to Makola Market. You need to experience going into a taxi, hustling, you know, trying to, you know, get your way across.
I see what you mean. I see where you're coming from, but you're not somebody that lives in Ghana. Yeah. So the people that lives in Ghana that experience this day in, day out.
Oh, Charlie, they're used to it. They're used to it. Like my friends who have left here, UK, and are living in Ghana, I'll be phoning them while they're connected on their Wi-Fi, and they say to me, literally, I've got 5 minutes left because Dumso's about to happen at 5 o'clock. It's a reoccurring thing. So he knows every single day, Monday to Friday, 5 p.m. till 6 p.m. there's Dumso. So, and I asked him, you know, would he ever come back to the UK? He says never. It's part of the lifestyle. Wow. It's part of the lifestyle.
You're right. You're right.
So you just work, you schedule your day around the Dumso. That's what you have to do.
Well, what can we say? I mean, you're right. I mean, it's part of life. It
is, yeah.
It's part of life. Okay, tell us more about the packages and what's included in them.
So in the packages, so you've got 3 different types of packages because Ghana Escapes is catered for, like I said, it's not just for Ghanaians and it's not just for non-Ghanaians, it's for everyone. So I'll start with the cheapest package, which is package 3. And those are for people that have got, you know, mum or dad or grandma's house out there. Yeah. You know, they've got everything out there. They can sort out their own flights and they just want to get a wristband and join us for the event. Right. So that's the package 3. We call that the wristband and events package, which starts from $89.99. You've then got package 2. And package 2 is for those that maybe they've got their own air miles with BA or something. They can sort out their own flights and just want to do the hotel package with us and the events with us. That's $650, starting from $650. Okay. And then package 3,
£650.
£650.
That's it.
Like I said, those packages, like I said, you've got the whole year to pay for it. Yeah.
Okay.
You've then got the first package, which is more for those who have never been to Ghana. I literally say, look, I'm a tourist, I know nothing about Ghana, but I want to go there, sort out everything for me, and that starts from £1,300. And that's everything. So your flight, your accommodation, you get all your regular updates with what we're going to be doing, time. So all you need to do is just make sure you see yourself at Heathrow Airport, Terminal 3, at the time that you're meant to be there, and then from there our reps take you to Ghana, and you don't need to worry about anything apart from waking up and getting ready.
That's it.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's
beautiful. All right. Do you have plans of taking these events like globally?
What do you mean, like doing other countries? Yeah. I'm focusing on Ghana first. Ghana's my passion, Ghana's my heart, so I'm focusing on Ghana first. I mean, after the first one, which was in 2013, I had calls and messages on social media for me to do it in Nigeria, Sierra Leone. Okay. Those are the 2 countries that people have invited us to do it. Yeah. But I think I want to kind of conquer Ghana first, make Ghana as big as possible, and then, you know, it's almost like I'm going to need to start again, do the research, blah, 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 and then go from there.
Nice. That's it, Ghana Escape. Beautiful. I mean, you've told us a lot about it on the inside as well. Beautiful. Now it's like, now I get to know more about it, because before I thought like, okay, people just going there just to chill, you know what I mean? But you're talking about we're going places like tourist places like where the ancestors things happening in Ghana, and then where there's beautiful things in Ghana, like, you know, Cape Coast, you know what I'm saying? They got things, they're beautiful, they're, what's it called? And still the things that happens back in the day.
There's so many things. Like I said,
so many.
Like I said, I'm learning every single day, every single year that I'm doing this project, I'm learning something new.
Yeah.
And one thing new that I had to change even the way I am is working with Ghanaians in Ghana. Yeah, working with Ghanaians in Ghana. We love our people, yeah. But listen,
we talk about that, boy.
I'm telling you, this year one, I almost gave myself a high blood pressure. Because you kind of knock your head on a brick wall thinking to yourself,
I know what you mean, man.
Do you understand what I mean?
I got you, brother.
Do you understand what, like, I can give you a scenario. On the first day we went out there, on the first day of the trip, what happened was the coach was scheduled to pick us up for 9 a.m.
Yeah.
That's the time they hired, from 9 a.m. till 4 a.m. the following morning.
Don't tell me they got that one.
No, the first day they came on time. They came 9 a.m, you know, good morning, courteous, everything. The first day, we was ready because everyone was jet lagged. We was ready by 9:30, 9:45.
Okay.
But they were there from 9 a.m, the scheduled time. The following day, where they were meant to be there at 9 a.m, tell me why they decided to get to the hotel at 10:30.
Why?
So everyone's downstairs ready to go. I forgot where we were going. I think that was the Cape Coast, that they were going to Cape Coast. So everyone's downstairs waiting. So I thought maybe there's a bit of traffic because I know how the morning traffic is. 9:30 comes. I hadn't received no calls, no text messages, no emails or nothing. 9:45 comes, nothing. 10 o'clock comes, I decided to phone the driver. He said, oh, me challenge me, I'm Osura and about Tom, I'm circle. So I was like, all right, cool. So everyone's getting high rated, and these are some of the people that are not from Ghana. So they're thinking, oh, you know, what's going on? Typical black man timing, etc. So they got there 10:30, and he strolled into the hotel. Oh, morning, Mr. Boateng, and everything. And in my head, I was thinking, okay, explanation, please. So I then say to him, oh, challenge that time, no. Listen, yesterday you came downstairs at 10 o'clock, so I thought that you want to leave. But yesterday, although I came down at 10 o'clock, I paid you from 9 o'clock. So why would you think that? If I paid you from 9 o'clock and I didn't tell you about times changing. And then he just turned around and he's like, oh, okay. So how was your breakfast? Charlie, I thought to myself, like, you don't know whether I've been bunna and that's it. You don't know what to do exactly. So I just had to breathe. I had to breathe. And that was only one of my experiences.
Oh, my days.
Like, that was my first, I called that my learning year because I learned so much. I had to change the way I work. Because how you work with UK people in Britain and how you work with Ghanaians.
God, that is different.
It's totally different. It's totally different, Charlie.
Totally different.
I think if you try and work the same way you work in the UK, in Ghana, it's going to be the toughest thing ever.
Of course, 100%. So you got to learn how Ghanaians work there. So you got to learn their movement, the way they move themselves. Because like it's crazy. What you're saying, he made it sound like
he made it sound like it was, you know, it was normal. So I thought to myself, right, I need to change. So I started making friends in Ghana, started moving with people that are in the same sector as me, and I saw how they were working. And I thought to myself, okay, right, this is how you kind of stay on top of things, but still get them to kind of, if you want to say, be on your team, be on your side. Like I said, I had so many arguments with people out there and vendors out there, but till this day, they're with me till today. And the only reason why is because I had to change the way I work. Wow. So it was a good experience altogether.
Wow. Okay, there you have it. All right, I'm gonna play a tune. Yeah, and then we're gonna play a little game with you.
Okay.
See if you know a bit more about Ghana.
Okay.
Hamke, yes. Let's play a game with you right now. Okay, we're going to play a game, like I said, with Hamke. Guess where it is. That's the name of the game. Guess where it is.
I'm nervous.
How to play the game? I'm going to ask. I'm going to say a Ghanaian landmarks, and you have to tell us region you think it is. I got you there. For example, let me give you an example. Okay. For example, National Theatre, Accra. Okay, there you go. Simple. So
that's it.
No, we're not coming to play the game. We're not coming to play the game. All right, let's do this quick. Kwame Nkrumah statue
is in Accra.
Huh?
In Accra.
Where?
Kwame Nkrumah Stadium. Did you tell them the museum? Is it Accra?
Masa, you're taking people to Ghana. You don't know things.
Are you saying that I need to mention that the city is in?
Yeah, what? Where it is?
It's in Accra.
Where in Accra?
I'll call Mensa and ask him. Next.
Okay. You got no things on that, brother?
Charlie, that's why I've got a tour guide. What's the next question?
Okay, Kakun Park Forest.
Where is it? Cape Coast.
Good. Where that? KJT Market.
I've never been to. I've only been to Makala Market.
Wait.
KJT Market.
In
KJT.
Wait, KJT Market.
Accra.
Where is it?
Accra.
Where you Kumasi?
You know, I'll be honest, no, chat Viz. When I went to Kumasi, when I went to Kumasi last year, do you know how long I spent there?
Look,
4 hours.
You gotta spend a lot of time in Kumasi.
I know I did. Yeah, I spent 4 hours there. I spent 4 hours there, and I was back on the coach back. I literally went to see grandma, gave her a little present, and I was back on the coach. I'm a crab boy, me and Krenny.
I'm telling you.
Alright, next.
Okay, that's in Kumasi.
Okay.
Kumasi. Independence Arc is where?
The what?
Independence Arc.
Accra.
Okay, well done. Elimina Castle.
Cape Coast.
Okay. Makula
Market, Accra. You can't test me. Charlie, my charge it. Next. Go on, next. You haven't got any more from me, have you?
Where's the what's this one? Let me ask you this last one. This garden.
Every botanical garden.
Well done.
Garden.
Well done. That's it. That's the one I was gonna ask you. But well, you got it. Okay, Hamke.
Yeah.
Tell us how people can get in touch with you, and you know where they can find you to get more info about the Ghana Escape.
Ghana Escapes, we're all over social media. You can follow the Ghana Escapes page, which is simple. It's Ghana Escapes, no underscore, no hashtags or anything like that. Ghana Escapes on Facebook. We've got the Facebook group up. You can also go on to www.ghanaescapes.com, and you can see pictures, videos, see what we got up to last year, see how to book. All the information in terms of contacting the reps and booking information is all there. Picture hotel for the hotels, and what we've gone up to last year as well. That's all the social media platforms, and Twitter as well. Ghana Escapes.
Well done. Thank you very much for passing through.
You're
Afrocentric.
Thank you. I just want to say also a big shout out to the whole Ghana Escapes team. There's so many people involved in Ghana Escapes. Richie 2, Selector Maestro, DJ Special D, Miss Gani, Gov, who's all the way in Ghana, Radical D, DJ Mensa the tour guide, DJs, MCs, all our vendors, the hotels, restaurants, everyone. And all my friends that also come each year, my partner, everyone that supports Ghana Escapes as well. Some people come every year and show so much love.
Nice.
So thank you to everyone who's been coming and just supporting it and telling their friends. And that's the only way it will grow, by just telling someone. Even if you bring one person or two people, like we're not asking for you to bring 200 people. If you bring one person, you know, that's enough for them to tell someone, and it just grows the population, grows the tourism for Ghana as well, in a nutshell.
Nice. Thank you very much for passing through.
Thank you, Invisible.
Any day, man.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, that was Hamke right here with me on the Afrocentric show.